Tell us about what options there are, because we hear about estrogen and then we hear about progesterone and then like vaginal estrogen as well and testosterone. So what, like, just explain a little bit, I suppose, more about
if you think
options.
of what you're trying to do with HRT, so a woman who is menopausal, my periods have stopped, I'm not producing any of my own estrogen anymore, that's where the R in HRT is, it's hormone replacement. We're literally trying to give her back some estrogen that she's not making herself anymore. Perimenopause is a lot more kind of complicated and challenging. And essentially what you're trying to do is calm that hormonal environment down. So you're trying to make the roller coaster go back to kind of like a more smooth...
A kid's roller coaster?
Exactly, yeah. Like teacups. You're aiming for teacups, right? So that level of sort of turbulence and bump, Yes. And we do that by giving your brain this constant supply of like the safety net of estrogen.
Yes.
So your brain interprets that as like, oh, we're not running out of estrogen at all.
Everything's
All is
okay.
well.
Everything's
Tra la 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 la. Everything's good. You know, that little forewoman in your brain goes off to have a cup of tea and stops screaming at your ovaries. So they stop overproducing estrogen.
Okay.
At times they stop having dips because you've given them this kind of safety net. And the hope is the hormonal environment becomes a bit more stable. And you're also safety netting women from the beginning of bone density loss, which starts when we start losing estrogen, and the other changes that we'll probably talk about in more depth.